And I'm live. I'm back with another RPS session. I'm just going to show off my new now playing bar. I got this set up today. Thanks to Risto for suggesting that I get something going here. So I'm going to burn through the first playlist, which was Tuesday, I believe. And I'm not promising that I could do this every week, but maybe if I get it streamlined, if I get some spare time on the weekend, I'll pump out an episode of the random playlist sessions. So just to give you a little bit of a heads up of how this works, this plugin here, it's called Tuna, and there's something called Xiphon's Now Playing, which is like something that you can format using basic HTML and CSS, which is pretty handy. And so the way I set it up, I sort of made it a little bit bigger so you can read more text, and the album art looks a little bit better down in the bottom left there. So I've organized it by artist with the subgenre, the prog subgenre, and the country of origin in parentheses. So in this case we have Trevor Rabin and Paul Linford, and it's crossover prog. And from the United States, obviously. And then I have the next category of information is the year and the album name. I always like to know the year, the decade generally, and then the exact year specifically. It's nice to know. So this is 2010's era, 2015 to be precise, and the album name is 12 Monkeys. It's an original soundtrack, as I mentioned last time. I'm not going to dwell on this, I'm just walking you through the format of my now playing list that I made. The final piece of information I have here is a composite piece of information with the disc number, because sometimes, it's a double album, could be 2 CDs, it could be up to 15 CDs. One of my tracks tonight that I noticed when I was setting up is 15 CDs or more. And then I got the track number. So this is disc 1, track 3, but if it's disc 15, track 9, then you know exactly where to find it. Okay. And then of course the name of the track and the duration, minutes and seconds. So that's it. I'm just going to show you the step through some of these from last time before we get into the new music. And it's good to remember the music to see what you liked and what you didn't like, to remind yourself. I was listening to some of this stuff this week. Just the tracks, not the albums. So this is prog folk from the United Kingdom, 1974. The next track we did last time is Rio from Serbia. You can see the information there. I like this track quite a bit. The next one's Mike Keneally, another Rio from the United States. And this one also has been growing on me. And of course my all-time favorite here, Van der Graaf Generator. It's Eclectic Prog from the United Kingdom. I've also set up some information, just really basic, 100 words generated by AI for the different categories. So this category is Eclectic Prog. So I just put the AI generated blurb here. It gathered information from the web to do its little blurb. But I've got all 22 categories. So as I'm doing the show, I'll occasionally pop up the screen just so that people can familiarize themselves with the 22 different categories. And try to pop those up with the relevant thing. Eclectic Prog with Eclectic Prog, and so on and so forth. The next track, I'll just sort of burn through. It's nice to see the album art on the screen too, without having to go to the website to show you. So this is Yes, as we listened to last time. Amazing Grace. Not a huge fan of this, but I appreciate the sentiment, as I said last time. This is Symphonic Prog from the United Kingdom. So what I should have done last time, but which I wasn't equipped for last time, was to show what is Symphonic Prog. So as I go through this these sessions, you'll be able to see what it is you're listening to in very rough terms, because these categories are not exact, far from it. Then Michael Rother, we listened to on Tuesday, Krautrock from Germany, 2020 album. And this is In Search For, which I find an awkward name for a band. Progressive metal from Belarus, 2018 album. And I did confirm this. I was wondering, could this really be progressive metal? Mission Jupiter? And I did confirm when I was grabbing the MP3 tags. Those tags that they have for music players. I had to grab all of them. So yeah, I did confirm that this is in fact the proper band that is on Prog Archives. It is progressive metal, believe it or not. It's incredible. I'm not a fan of this type of, whatever this is. I'm not a fan, but I like that it's supposed to be metal. That's funny. This really grew on me a lot. This in the past couple of days, I sort of put this tune on. I definitely am going to look forward to checking out Indrek Pat from Estonia. It's Neo-Prog. This is 2011, so the 2010s is the decade in question. It's quite corny, but I like it. I do like it. And this is the 11th track that I did on Tuesday, my first episode with this random playlist stuff. Univers 0, as I mentioned, the darkest band in the world. That's its nickname. Rio, once again, this time from Belgium. They're famous for the chamber prog. They sort of coined that term, I think, or they invented the style. So I'm hoping that my second playlist, which I created for this week, will just flow nicely. If I finish this song off, I hope it'll flow into the first song of my next playlist. And yes, it did. Okay, so here we go with the first track of the second session of my random playlist sessions, RPS. I think most of us are familiar with Tangerine Dream. I'm not a huge fan. I don't know their music, but I've heard the name certainly a lot. Progressive electronic from Germany. This is a 2019 compilation from the Virgin recordings. So this goes all the way back to 1973 to 1979, and they called the compilation In Search of Hades. And as I mentioned earlier, the disc number in parenthesis down by the track name is important for this reason, because you can see this is disc number 15 and track 3 on disc number 15. So that's really helpful when you're trying to find what it is that I'm playing in these little sessions. It's a 20-minute song. I'm not going to play the whole thing, obviously. I don't have that much time tonight. But hey, Phil Gonzalez, yo, yo, yo. Yo, Phil in the live chat. Looking forward to Tuesday. I'm gonna be with Phil doing our regular Tuesday thing. And it's too bad I'm not set up here. How could I invite Phil onto these random playlist things? I'll have to figure that out next time I do this. Figure out how to involve Phil, because I got my camera directly on me. My other one malfunctioned, so I don't know how I would work this out with the Google Meet that we usually do. Anyway, I'll figure that out one thing at a time. Since I'm here with the progressive electronic, I'm going to play the... I'm not going to play, I'm going to show the definition according to AI. Progressive electronic music combines the experimental and compositional aspects of progressive rock with electronic instruments and production techniques. This subgenre is characterized by its use of synthesizers, sequencers, and other electronic devices to to create complex, often lengthy compositions. Progressive electronic artists typically explore unconventional song structures, ambient soundscapes, and futuristic themes. The music often features intricate layering of electronic sounds, rhythmic experimentation, and the incorporation of elements from classical music and avant-garde electronica. Notable artists include Tangerine Dream, what we're listening to right now, Jean-Michel Jarre, who's Quebecois, I believe, or maybe French, and Vangelis, who's Greek, I believe. The genre appeals to listeners interested in the intersection of progressive rock's ambition and the limitless possibilities of electronic music technology. So I would more or less agree with that summary by AI. So I'm not going to play the whole thing as I said, but I think you get the idea. It's inoffensive, that's what I would say about this music. It sounds slightly dated to my ears, but what do I know? I'm just jumping to the end of the track now. I'll have to I'll have to figure out how to have guests on too, because it'd be fun to get Michael Naden on here. Naden, not Aden. Now this next piece, random piece, is jazz rock fusion. And I like it already because I know it has Carla Bley on it. She's one of my faves. She's like a Rio jazz girl. R-I-O jazz. This is from 1980. Michael Mantler. I'm not familiar with him, but I see that he collaborates with a bunch of people, including my girlfriend, Carla Bley. If you don't know her stuff, you should check it out. It's interesting. It's weird, but it's interesting. Very jazzy, some of it. This is what they had to say about the jazz rock fusion subgenre. Jazz rock fusion blends the improvisational and harmonic complexity of jazz with the rhythmic drive and electric instrumentation of rock music. This subgenre emerged in the late 60s and early 70s as jazz musicians incorporated rock elements and rock musicians explored jazz improvisation, characterized by virtuosic performances, complex compositions, and a high degree of musical interplay. Jazz rock fusion often features extended solos and intricate arrangements. The genre typically employs electric guitars, synthesizers, and rock drum kits alongside traditional jazz instruments. Notable artists include Weather Report, I have some of their stuff, Return to Forever, that's with Chick Corea, and Mahavishnu Orchestra, I also have some of their stuff. Jazz rock fusion appeals to listeners who appreciate technical proficiency and the blending of jazz sophistication with rock energy. While I'm here, I may as well look up Michael Mantler. Bley is featured in the bio of Michael Mantler. Ah, Nick Mason, ah ha ha ha. Those two have worked together. Bley and Nick Mason worked together. Very cool. Dark and moody. Lives in the grey area between jazz, classical rock, and avant-garde. Interesting. Ah, the Flaming Lips. Here we go. This is very pop, radio-friendly stuff, I think. Prog-related. Look what it says about the prog-related category. Prog-related music refers to music that shares some characteristics with progressive rock, but doesn't fully fit within the genre's typical definitions. This category often includes artists from other genres who incorporate progressive elements into their music, or progressive artists exploring styles outside their usual scope. It may feature art rock, experimental pop, certain forms of jazz fusion, or avant-garde compositions that share prog's complexity or ambition. Prog-related can also encompass side projects of progressive musicians or bands that straddle the line between prog and other genres. This category appeals to listeners who appreciate the progressive elements but enjoy exploring their application in diverse musical contexts. Yeah, this is just okay for me. I did like that one album they did, the famous album they did. I think you know the one. Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots. I'm sure everyone knows this. Right? Phil... Phil's saying these guys aren't prog. Yeah, they're on the prog... progarchives.com website. So yeah, by my definition, they're prog. Like it or not. 20%. This album was cute though, the Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots. It was my first introduction to them 10, 20 years ago, whatever it was. 24 years ago, whatever it was. When did this come out? 2002. Wow. Yeah, I really don't have patience for this particular track. Ain't feeling it, but I'll let it play out. It's just a couple of minutes. Not really my thing. I figure the prog-related category, you're going to have all kinds of non-prog music in there, so it's not a category that I've taken a deep dive into. I'm sure there's good stuff in there. I'm sure there is good stuff in there. But not going to be the most challenging music, probably. What do we have next on the surprise random playlist? Ooh. This sounds interesting. Neo-Prog sounds more like metal. Tiputani. I'll slap up the Neo-Prog definition here while I'm here. These guys are from Costa Rica. I can't believe this is Neo-Prog. Neo-Prog's so sappy usually. Shout out to Kennedy Hall. Did he ever come on my show? I don't think he ever came on my show. My CBS podcast. He was too cool for me. Dragonfly 2023. It's basically a solo project. This guy is doing vocals, guitar, bass, synth sequencing with his friend Jordan on sax, Esteban on guitar on one track each. As far as heavy stuff goes, this doesn't bother me. It's not something I would go out of my way to listen to. But it's not the worst metal I've heard. Neo-Prog, short for Neo-Progressive Rock, emerged in the 80s as a revival and reimagining of progressive rock sound of the 70s. This subgenre combines elements of classic prog with more accessible song structures and modern production techniques. Neo-Prog is characterized by its use of synthesizers, intricate arrangements, and conceptual lyrics, often exploring emotional and personal themes. While retaining some complexity, the Neo-Prog generally features shorter songs and more emphasis on melody compared to classic prog. The genre often incorporates influences from pop and new wave music. I love new wave. Actually I like pop too. Notable artists include Marillion, I like them. IQ, I like their first album. Pendragon, I don't know them yet, but I'll check them out. Neo-Prog appeals to both fans of classic progressive rock and listeners seeking a more contemporary take on the genre. Yeah, Neo-Prog's not one of my favorite subgenres, but I do like the very first album of IQ. You should check that out for sure, for sure. Yo, yo, yo. Ooh. I like that. Yeah, see, this is track 4. This is the track that had his friend on sax. Jordan Mazza. Or Matza. Just letting this play out because it's not too long. It's 5.5 minutes. Costa Rica, baby. Wow, this is from 2023. Yeah, I wouldn't call that Neo-Prog, but anyway. Wasaya from, this is progressive metal now, from Syria, 2014. I generally find metal boring. This stuff's from Syria. Self-released. Again, it's a solo project. Tarek Shahabi is doing all the instruments. Pretty cool. I'd be proud if I made this. Not my genre, obviously, but let's check out what else they've done. From Damascus. Multi-instrumentalist. Wasaya means wills. Got some oud in there, nay, and guitars. So, influences include Roger Waters. Hey, Phil, he's influenced by Roger Waters, this guy. Pain of Salvation, Arion, Evergrey, and Camelot. And classical music. How long is this song? Holy smokes, it's 7 minutes. I don't know if I want to spend 7 minutes listening to this. I just jumped ahead a little bit, okay? Meanwhile, the progressive metal genre is on the screen if you want to read that. That wasn't horrible. Oh, prog folk sounds heavy. Oh, from Macedonia. This is cool. This is the kind of freaky stuff I like. Macedonia. This is cool. Macedonia, man. It's Macedonian. You don't get it, you don't get it. Oh, I hate that. That's too cheesy for me. That guitar sucks. I'm sorry, I don't like it. No offense. What's this guy got going good? I don't like that guitar. Not my thing. Sorry, I cut ahead a little bit. Not really my thing, you know what I mean? I like the Macedonia singing though, that was funny. Oh, I love these guys from Bahrain. Osiris. I do actually like these guys. This is good stuff. I don't know this track, but I like the band. I forced Phil to listen to some of this. I think I sent it to you too, Michael. Remember Fantasy? I like this. Because it's cheesy, but it's good. Oh, so innocent. 84 Myths and Legends. This is not their best track, but I like Fantasy. The first album I really like. It is cheesy, but I like it. Check out this first album. It gets compared. This band gets compared to Camel all the time. If you love Camel, you'll love this. I like Camel. I don't love Camel, but I do like them. Look at all the Mohammeds in the band. We got Mohammed Al-Sadeki, Mohammed Amin Kuheji, and Mohammed Amin Shafi, among others. It's pretty cool. This is a cheesy song. This particular song sucks, but check out their first album. Oops. What's this? Oh. Rio from Croatia. This sounds cool. Short track. Tigrova Mast. Cool name. Cool. Check this out, 2007. Bass, drums, keyboard. I love that. Bass, drums, and keyboards. That's all you need, man. From Croatia. It's got some Arabic influence in it. Tigrova Mast. Take together elements from Hydria Space Folk, Mr. Bungle, they're famous, and Estratosphere. This is interesting. Yeah, it's like surfer music without the creativity. That's what Phil said. Hey, give them a break, man. It's a minute 35 song. Some kids from Croatia, give them a break. Ooh! Oh, yes! Matching mole. You gotta love this. This is getting cranked up, boys. Love, love, love. Oh, Michael. Let's slap up the Canterbury scene blurb. Listen to that drumming, man. Robert White on drums. He's the little guy in the middle there in the photo. Holding a speaker on his knees. See? There he is. In the middle with the white arms. This is cool. Hey, Phil, if you're still there, if you're listening, did you like this album? I can't remember if you liked this or not. Is it growing on you? Have you listened to it since? Oh, guitarist Phil Miller's in this band. He's from Delivery, which I believe is a jazz fusion band. And Quiet Sun, who's another... Quiet Sun bassist Bill McCormick. Quiet Sun is another Canterbury scene band, I believe. Vibes, man. Never tire of that. Hey, Roy Harper. I like this guy.
What's in your head? Tearing your people's ideas into a shred. Helmet, what's in your head? Cracks in the pavement, watch where you tread. Mikhail, when we are old, we'll remember the time you came in from the cold. Human, what'll it be? A flash in the pan, or eternity? In the wind of change.
That was cool. I almost want to hear that again. What happened? Hey, is that the end of the playlist? Oh no. So, yeah, when there's no more information, it gives the question marks, I guess, my little playlist playing now thing. So that was interesting. What happens if I hit play again? Nothing happens. Okay, it starts from the very beginning. I want to listen to this song, Indrek Patti, from the first session. It's corny, but I like it. Why do I love this so much? The reviewer, one of the reviewers says, "Do you like the band Genesis, period 71 to 76? Not really, but he says if you like that, and this CD is for you. From the first notes to plunge into the atmosphere of Genesis. First key in the spirit of Tony Banks, then the powerful sound of the period of Lamb Dies Loud on Broadway." Blah 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 blah. I don't like Genesis, but I like this guy. I like his corny voice. And I like that little keyboard waterfall thing. Listen. Estonia. So, before I wrap things up here, from the 20 tracks that I've featured today, which include the first session, anything strike your fancy, Phil or Michael? Not you, Progopolis, I don't need to hear from you. Just wondering if you want to hear a little touch of something I played earlier. You want to hear Yes? Where was Yes? Here we go. Yes. Did they ever do a cover of Stairway to Heaven? Yes, should have done that. They should really have done that. What else we got? No. This one really grew on me, this ambient piece here. I'm gonna have to wrap it up here soon. This one really grew on me. I like when the sound drops out, like it's like
shakes, trembling as my lifeblood bleeds. Comfortless, superficial.
Really don't like that one. This is nice. The vocals on this bug my ass, but I want to hear it again.
Nature was magnetic and powered lapped the shores. An instant man named neighbor in his mind of social mores. He laughed out loud at senators and louder at the priest would smile at every child. His natty trousers creased. His tone was artistic, his snappy manners lean. His racism a secret and his cigarette case scream. His ugly secrets rattled unheard behind the door, and he checked under my bed. No nightmares anymore.
Yeah, this one's growing on me, this track. I'm gonna have to check out the album. Look how many friggin' songs are on it. I might give this to you for homework next week, just so I can listen to it. The vocals bug me, but I kind of like it. What does it remind me of? Holy crap, look at how much he contributed to this album. It's cool.
Ew, distortion. Terrible distortion. That's miserable.
And then my favorite. I won't make you listen to it again, but I do love it so much. What's this? Oh, no. Love this, but it's a bit heard it too many times. What's this? This is kind of funny. Takes itself very seriously. Is this like Metallica? Oh no. Love this. This is a bit too classical, too chamber prog for me. I'm gonna wrap it up in 3 minutes. This isn't exactly challenging, but I do like the fact that my girlfriend Carla Bley's in the mix there. At first listen, it sounds a bit boring for my taste. Flaming Lips, okay. This heavy stuff, it's okay. Progressive metal from Syria, I can't remember this one.
Who are we? We find that we live on an insignificant planet of a humble star, lost in a galaxy.
This is...
In some form.
That's the same voice I used to read Phil's comments in the live chat. This is the same voice.
There are far more galaxies than people.
They had me until that lead guitar came in. It's just like, why do you have to spoil everything with lead guitar? Sucks. Oh, Macedonia. Here we go. Oldie but a goodie. Listen to this, Phil. Listen. Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's who it reminds me of. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Listen to that bass. Catholic. It's pretty good, I like it. Till the guitar solo. This song wasn't great. I can't remember this one. This reminds me of Cardiacs. Cardiacs 0.2. Cardiacs 0.2, Phil. That's what this reminds me of. I can't remember what's going to happen here. It's a short tune. Sounds like arabesque. Oh, this is the song that you insulted, Phil. One of the songs that you insulted. Oh, yeah. I could listen to that one again. I don't have time, though. What the hell is this? Oh, yeah. Roy Harper. I like this. Okay, I'll finish up with this. See you next time, guys. God bless you. Love you both. See you on Tuesday.
When we
Hey, David Gilmore, Kate Bush, what's going on? Cool. Holy smokes. I don't know the other guys, but that's pretty cool. Alright, that's it. We'll wrap it up. Thanks for being here, guys. We'll talk very soon. Peace out.